Welcome to the Lesson Learned briefing presented by Team 3 Canada. The Global Economic Summit brings leaders from various international countries together to discuss ways to improve the world's economic state. During the recent summit held in London, each nation set individual secure communication network to be accessible only by summit attendees via mobile devices. Each network interfaces with a primary server at the summit. Before the summit started, the CIO reported high volume network traffic activity affecting the availability of the network and web access to the summit and attending nations' government websites. The network administrator discovered that the Wellington-Ransom attack summit attendees' computers and prevented them from accessing confidential data needed for the conference. This attack pretended to be a warning from a law enforcement agency. The Wellington-Ransom attack has many names, such as the FBI virus or the police Trojan. This attack occurs when a user visits a hacked website and then the malware executes and steals the user's credential and attacks by encrypting files on the hard drive. During the summit, the attackers then demanded that each nation pay a ransom of $500 up to $5,000 in Bitcoin to unlock the files. Since this event is globalized, this attack created negative media attention regarding the summit, which could wound the reputation, cause economic loss, and other downfall. The weakest link to many cybersecurity attacks occurs due to human factors. The most common malicious activity is ransomware and denial of service attacks. These attacks allow an attacker to exfiltrate summit data and information to disrupt summit communication services. Most vulnerabilities can never be completely eliminated. Therefore, countermeasures such as continuous monitoring, training, awareness, scanning, patching, and many other measures must be in place to mitigate the potential disaster to a nation's ability to operate during the summit after this potential attack. The Business Continuity Plan helps identify the nation's critical assets, which allow a nation to perform its mission. Other critical assets include the supporting hardware and software that enable the function to pass information and data between Canada and its partner nations. File servers, end-user devices, and web and email servers are critical assets. The findings from SITREP 1 identify the response measures taken to evaluate Canada's software, supply chain management, development processes, and the circumstances that led to the ransomware attack. These key factors ensure nation implements proper security control within its secure environment throughout its system development lifecycle. Microsoft recommends using Windows Defender and Microsoft Safety Scanner to remove this threat, then running a full scan of the PC to try to detect the malware, even if it is hidden. The team recommends scheduling periodic meetings to review progress and remediating the risk, conducting regular backups of the secure network and connected devices, restricting access to backups, educating and training members on topics related to incidents, threat responses, and their impact on the summit mission and vision. A cybersecurity vulnerability is any weakness that may compromise a product's CIA triad. Therefore, countermeasures must be in place to mitigate the potential disaster to a business ability to operate after a potential attack. Since the attackers were able to infiltrate the system and plant the malware, the team recommends testing software for security issues and the following. Monitor the network continuously to detect network abnormalities quicker and prevent infiltration. Schedule regular backups of a system and complete data recovery. Create a security baseline that each nation should follow to configure the secure network. Make improvement in policies, guidelines, and procedures to improve processes. Hire network administrators with knowledge, training, and certification to identify vulnerabilities. The Canadian network implemented a routine patch schedule on all prioritized critical assets. The patching process is automatic through a System Center configuration manager. If a machine fails to update, the machine will be quarantined and manual installation of patches is required. Schedule downtime to download and install patches automatically. Continuously scan for unpatched application or unknown unregistered system on the network. Vulnerability scanning for misconfigured, outdated application and lack of patching is important. Apply all current vendor release patches on a scheduled basis. Review control regularly to ensure the continued effectiveness of control. And finally, rescan to ensure the success of the patch and removal of the issue. Information sharing is crucial to building trust within a community with common goals. No nation knows all aspects of cybersecurity, threats, risks, and breaches to security. One detection in one environment could provide vital information to prevent future threats in another environment. Therefore, sharing cyber threat and mitigation strategy will help improve situational awareness and provide visibility on these issues to decrease future risk and vulnerabilities without compromising data sensitivity and security. This concludes our presentation. Thank you.